So, hey, lights. Yes, Happy New Year. I want to officially say Happy New Year to you guys. Yes, this is me here. Hi. Yes, my name is Lisa Wabia, and this is, should I say season 2 of my podcast? Because I want to be doing it yearly, or very soon I'll be doing it quarterly, but that's by the way. So, this is another podcast, the first podcast for this year. And I want to say Happy New Year, and may what we wish for, may it come to us. Yeah, hopefully legal and positive. Okay, so yeah. So for my Nigerian subscribers, make sure you get your PVC and vote wisely. But that's by the way. For those who are non-Nigerians who are watching me from all over the world, I want to say Happy New Year from me to you. Yes, I love you guys. I have missed talking. Sorry. So my work is not going to be allowing me to come and make podcasts as often as I used to. So I'll try my possible best to do that. So yes, today's story was kind of like intriguing. It was touching. I didn't even come with any notebooks today. No notebooks at all. I just want to come and say my mind and let's talk. Let's talk, okay? But before I start talking, please, if you've not subscribed to this YouTube channel, make sure you do so. Make sure you like this video. So make sure you comment and let me know what you feel about the story. And if you are watching me on any audio platform, please, you can feel free to ask your questions so that I see them and, we can actually talk from there. Okay, so, so what I'm going to be talking about today is actually about a man and a woman. It's always going to be a man and woman. Like, this world revolves around relationships, whether you like it or not, whether you are celibate, whether you are not celibate, whatever situation you're going to be. You can't tell me that you are not going to be in a relationship with your family members, so the world revolves around relationship, because from relationship starts the unit of life, which is family. So yes, before I go into the story, I will play a video for those who are listening on the audio platform. You are going to be hearing it, so you listen attentively and get the story, because what the lady said was kind of like touching. And before I go into the podcast fully, I want to ask this question. Does money change a man? Does money really change men? So I'm not saying that Nigerian men are not exempted. All men are on this table. I'm asking you this question. I'm putting this question to you. Does money change you as a man? Because, this story is kind of like around that kind of statement. Does money change men? Does money make men to, change from who they were? If they were so humble, like when they were humble, when they had no money, when there was Owu, when there was Sakpa, when they were all this, you were so humble, but now that you have money, you are now like King Kong, like Imakon Daibu. That's like, do you know who we are? We are the big, but you get what I'm trying to say though. So does money change a man? I want you guys to think deeply and then answer that in the comments below. Please try and interact, not just to listen. Try and interact, try and drop suggestions, try and drop stuff. Let me just know that as you guys are listening to me, as you, my beautiful Light family, are listening to me, let me know that you also have something to offer. And I thank those who usually comment on my YouTube posts and YouTube page. Thank you so much. So yes, this lady was really, really talking about a man and a woman. They had they had a very young relationship, blah blah blah. It was just like every lady's fairy tale. Oh, I married the man I fell in love with. I married my best friend. Hello. Okay, so yes, something like that. But sometimes, is our best friend really our best friend? Anyway, like I said, I asked the question, does money change a man? Watch this video and let us talk.
I have this my friend who, while we were growing up, all parents in our area didn't want her around us because she was going against her parents, stealing her parents' money, trying to build a boyfriend, doing all manner of things. The self-contained, those days, far back in uni, as far back as 1999 that they rented for her, she was staying with this boyfriend and all that, feeding her boyfriend and everything. And eventually, she got pregnant and she refused this baby and insisted that the parents should allow her marry this young man. Eventually, the Reverend Father, who was in charge of their parish, had to ask her dad to accept the young man. But the father had his reservations about the young man. Until fast forward, this man now puts this young man under his wing, gave him money and power, gave him connections, brought him into politics, gave him every single connection he had today. And then boom, 2020, he got 2 girls pregnant at the same time. We see they talk that one. He turned to domestic violence, was lady at every little provocation, to the extent that this young man's family turned against him. Whenever he was, his own family, his mother used to him. His family, his own younger brother had him on the head with something sharp just because he was his wife in his home. His own family turned against him and they've been supporting his wife. And this lady has been managing this marriage because she's got good in-laws that were supporting her. Fast forward to early this year. Jane has finally filed for divorce because she can't take it anymore. Jane's arm is bent. Her family, they're tired. The father can't believe that a young man he brought under his tutelage, a young man he gave money and power, he gave all the connection, could turn around and turn against his family that way. In fact, when people say, I no go marry person we know they my level, and now I they understand them. I never understood until yesterday. This young man has gotten to the extent that Jane had to file for divorce when she woke up from the hit her head. She became unconscious, and then just for her not to lose her dear life, she has filed for divorce. I just don't get it. As I heard the news yesterday, you don't know a man until you give him money and power.
So yes, guys, you have seen the video, you have heard everything the woman said, and you know there are many things that are inside this story. So the first one is, going against your parents' wishes. Number 2, trapping someone with pregnancy. I won't call it trapping because, like, hey, if you and a man are running things together, he's supposed to know that one way or the other you will surely get pregnant. So it is best for you as a lady to be selfish with your body and mind who you give it to, because these men are not going to carry this pregnancy. It's you who will carry it full term, okay? You will carry the pregnancy full term. So if you are not with a human being for a man, I won't say much. So trapping someone with pregnancy. The third one is like raising him from, the status he was to another status. That's not like going with someone who is your status. Then the fourth one is what I have been seeing of recent, like a lot of people. I'm going to share a story very, very soon. I think I'll make a story after this video concerning that, where the man, where you're supposed to live, but you don't live, and then you see yourself in another situation that you never thought you would ever find yourself. So I'm going to start with the first one, going against your parents' wishes. Now, let me tell you something. When 2 people have started seeing their full bodies, like, just take it from me. Anything you tell any of them, especially the woman, she will never listen to you, except she has convinced herself that I don't think this is going to work. I don't think I can do this anymore. I don't think I want to go on with this relationship. Then she will kurakbaya lawa. That means she will pack her things and go. But as long as she is still here, my dear, anything you tell her, in fact, she will even go and carry the story and go and give the guy, oh, do you know what Joy told me? Oh, do you know what Blessing told me? She told me I should leave you. She told me I should do. As long as they are seeing their bodies, I tell you, there is nothing that you can do. It's only who is involved in that relationship that can pack their things and go. Okay? So it was up to the lady to decide that she doesn't want to go on with the relationship. So it's nobody's fault for that, because a time will come in our life where we'll fall in love, we'll meet people, we'll be like, okay, this is the man of my dreams. I think I can sacrifice for him. And then the guy will be like, yeah, I think I can sacrifice for her and all that. We are in a selfish world. I don't even understand what's happening in relationship these days, okay? Yeah, I'm talking too fast. But like, I don't understand what is actually happening in relationship. Everybody is becoming selfish. Like, selfish. They're selling fish. So, yes. About that, she wouldn't have listened to her parents till she experienced what she experienced firsthand. So that means she married very early because she was in school. You understand? She married her school boyfriend. Yeah. So the second one is trapping someone with pregnancy. Now, a lot of us, a lot of us can attest to the fact that some of our friends, some of our girlfriends, some of our guys, our guy friends can tell us that one way or the other, some of them have trapped or have been trapped by someone with pregnancy. So that being aside, trapping someone with pregnancy cannot see. Let me tell you something. Once you marry someone with pregnancy, most of the time, it's either you people are together and you people have already agreed that, if belle enter, that's if I get pregnant, we'll keep the baby full term and we're going to get married, we're going to train the baby and all that. But if you don't agree with that kind of person, my dear, hey, okay, I'm going to stop there. But if you don't agree with that kind of person, anything that you see, you have to take it like that, because these days you can't trap people with pregnancy. And I don't see that this lady trapped that guy with pregnancy. Okay, she didn't trap him with pregnancy because they obviously knew what they were doing. Okay, yeah. So yeah, the father agreed to take her in. Now, when I see people who marry the same timber and caliber, please, I don't blame them. Okay, yes, take it from me, I don't blame them. Some of us usually say it's bad for a man to pick a girl up, it's bad for a girl to pick a man up. There is nothing bad there, but do it at your own risk. Okay, do it at your own risk, because you can eventually pick that person up and the person may decide to turn against you. The person may decide to be someone else that you never believed, like, you are somebody I used to know, something like that. Like, so in order for you not to be surprised or feel that this is super story, please just make sure that you know what you are doing, you know what you're getting yourself into. When I see rich people marrying rich people, I don't blame them. When I see average people marrying average people, I don't blame them. But when I see people marrying poor people, I'm sorry to say this, please, nobody should feel that I'm being insensitive, okay? I don't really see anything there, okay? But where I start seeing things like, oh, they raised this person up, he's supposed to do, it's your choice to raise that person up, because you decide to fall in love with that person. So whatever you decide to do with that person is up to you and the person you are raising up, whether it's male or female. And let us stop all this stereotyping, like it's not bad for a man to raise a woman up, but it's bad for a woman to raise a man up. Anyway, this lady in question was not lucky, okay? But you can't tell me that there are some of us who know fully well that some of our parents met through this kind of method and they are still happily married. So what is happening these days? Like, I don't understand. Like, okay, anyway, like I said, I'm talking from my heart. Now, the fourth one is cheating. Cheating is never going to stop, whether you like it or not. Moving with many ladies and getting too pregnant at the same time, like, you men should pity us. Like, she's at home, she's taking care of your children, she's doing things for you. Even if I know that I cannot tell you what to do because we all know what we are doing, but in the midst of everything, can't you pity who is in the house with you? I know that, yes, everybody we've agreed that, yeah, men are polygamous in nature, no problem. But can't you try and respect that woman that is in your house? Give her that respect. Just like saying that you caught your husband with your maid, you caught your husband with your sister, you caught your husband with your mother, you caught your husband with your best friend. Like, you guys, please, men, have respect for these women, for goodness sake. Especially the good submissive ones. You just make best of them, and then when they come out and start becoming who they want to be, you start being, oh, I never knew that my wife could be like this. See, ladies, let me tell you something. One thing you don't know about men is that they are very jealous. In fact, they are more jealous than we are. When they do what they want to do, they will be like, yes, we are men, we are yes. But when you start going out, just like the way, even if you're not going out to do anything, you just, oh, he's always going out, so let me start going out, let me just have fun, go to the movies. You see him, he'll be like, let me bring my other phone. He'll be like, hello, where are you? Where are you? They may even start asking the children, what did your mom wear? What did she wear? What did she wear? Tight clothes? Was her showing? Was her showing? You know, like. But seriously, guys, like, the men on my platform listening to me, please, and please, you guys should pity these women, okay? Getting two women pregnant at the same time is not funny. And let us stop, train all forms of violence all forms of violence here and there. Like, it's too much. It's too much, please. There's emotional, there's domestic, and then you begin to ask yourself, maybe I should have just followed who I wanted to follow than fall in love with this person. There are many times that most of us have agreed, that we have sat down and told ourselves that I wish I never met this person. It's normal, okay? But what you do after that is what matters, okay? So, my dear, please and please, when you are doing something to your partners, have it in mind that this is somebody who you vowed to protect. This is somebody who you vowed to take care of. Some of us left our parents' homes. Some of us are in our parents' homes, still being married. That's for the Indian people. Okay, they do that a lot. But for we Africans, we like to move out of our parents' homes. At least most of us like to move out of our parents' homes, start a family. You left your father's house. She left her father's house. You came together as one to start another part of the society. So why should starting the part of the society be a big deal? Why should it, like when I say big deal, like why should it be a stressful thing? Have your children, still be in love. Yeah, the love. But you get me, like still be together. Try and make things work out. Train your children, let them grow. Enjoy your old age together and, die peacefully. Why is this life so hard? Why do we like to complicate life so much? Like, I don't understand. Now she has run for her dear life and she has divorced the man. There is nothing as being whole, safe, full than being in pieces. It's better for you to be alive and enjoy some fruits of your labor, because you may lose some and win some, but at least you are still alive, because where there is life, there is hope. Now, let me tell you something. Anybody can be a bad person. When we say fear women, fear women, fear women, when we say fear men, let me tell you something. Anybody can be mean. Anybody can be wicked. Anybody can be manipulative. The only thing that you should make sure is that you are living with a human being. If you are not living with a human being, then you are on your own. That's why I always say, properly vet the person you are like in a relationship with before you get married, because it's very, very important. This is somebody who you will spend the rest of your life with. Like, I don't believe in divorce, but sometimes where there is no other option, please run than buying inside there, like, fainting inside there. It's better that you just run away from there than staying there and capiche. So yes, my heart really goes out to this woman. I really, really feel for that woman, because in her next life, she will never want to help anyone. A lot of us make people to turn against us. A lot of us make people to become the monsters that they have become. Like, we be like, oh, this person is wicked. She's weak. But what did you do? Like, what did you do? I'm appealing to everyone's conscience, because I know I cannot change who you are. But you can listen and decide to, touch the areas that your partners need you to touch. Because at the end of the day, our partners are human beings. Our partners also need us, and we need them. You get me? So when you water a plant, it will grow and spring forth fruits. And don't just think that it's only about watching. It's not about saying, oh, I love you, I love you, I love you. No. Let it show. Show it. Act it. Do it. You understand? So nobody should start saying things like, oh, there's no. Somebody even said that the true feelings of a man when he starts making money. Though it's true, I have to be honest. So please and please, let's show mercy to our spouses, our partners. The rate of divorce is so alarming. Like, by the time we get old, so most of us would have married 4 husbands, 5 husbands, 10 wives, 11 wives. Only you. Do you think it's easy to handle human beings? You think it's easy? Well, for some cultures and some religions, they don't mind. But I tell you that when that man lives as a human being, like he leaves this earth, that's when you know that there was really, really trouble, but he was controlling it because he's there. Like, he'll be, you people should stop this, and they will stop. But now that he's no more, anything that you see, you take it like that. That reminds me too, I want to say thank you for those who wish me happy birthday on my community tab or my community post. Yeah. So guys, yes, I have come to the end of this podcast. I don't really want to say too much, but I know I've talked a lot. And yes, I will see you in my next video. Please and please, let's keep on showing love and support to our friends, family, spouses. It's not only about spouses that need help, okay? Yes, and try and speak to anyone who needs help, because a lot of people are going through a lot. Okay, so my heart goes out to that woman, and I pray she comes out of this whole and full whole, and her emotional state is so balanced, because this man obviously doesn't care. Like, the men see themselves now as prize, so you understand. Oh well. So yes, if you enjoyed this podcast, please make sure that you will follow us on, or follow me. Actually, me and my Lite family follow on the podcast platforms. There are various links on my about, on my YouTube page, and if you can see on the description below, you see that there are lots of links you can follow. I'm on Spotify, I'm on AudioMac. I was on SoundCloud, but I didn't push it. I don't even have strength, but I'm on AudioMac, Spotify, and I'm also on Anchor. Yes, so you can feel free to listen on those platforms and follow me, please. Okay, follow me, support this girl. Okay, now see you in my next video. I love you guys. Mwah. Bye.